Well, good day, GMS community. You've seen my updates in written form, but why not bring it to you in video form? I got my phone right here, got some notes for you to share. Some of you've already seen this before, but I definitely want to give you a verbal articulation of what we need to have for this upcoming month. Well, we're in March. And while we're in March, happy Women's History Month to all the women out there. And you're going to show how GMS is going to celebrate that very soon. But let's talk about some updates. First, very important for 8th grade families, make sure to look out for important information for your proof of residency process and how we can make sure your student is going to the right high school. Now, for some of the specialty high schools, we have notifications come to our script order system, but we want to make sure that you have the right high school that you're going to register for, but that has to take place here before you get to the high school. As you may or may not know, School Max is going to go away, so we have a new system that the county is bringing in. So we want to make sure you get registered early so we don't have any faults when we go through the new system. Of course, right now, since we're in March, our standardized testing is taking place right now, and that includes our surveys that we have to take. As you saw on my email communications, our school surveys are very important, in which we did that in the fall and earlier, or later rather, in the second quarter, just to show how well we're doing or where we need to improve on. And that's just a precursor of what the surveys will stand for of how well we're doing in our school. This does go to our Maryland report card, and once again, we're striving for that 4-star status. So the truth and honesty that you need to put forth for these surveys is very important for us to see what we're doing well and what we need to improve on. But of course, our big Super Bowl of testing deals with the MCAP series. We're talking about MISA testing for science and also MCAP for social studies, math, and reading that all starts this month. In the world of athletics, our soccer teams are starting to try out now, so make sure you contact Mr. Cooper so you don't miss that tryout date for your student or your child to possibly be a part of our soccer teams. We had a championship 2 years ago in our girls soccer, and we're trying to see if we can come back to the championship glory on the girls side and maybe get another championship on the boys side. We're very competitive here at Greenbelt when it comes to our soccer teams, so we want to make sure you are a part of it. Women Make a Difference Day, as I mentioned, happy Women's History Month. We're doing our Women's Make a Difference Day on March 12th. So we want to make sure that if you are a mom or just a woman that's impacting our school community, come on by so you can see an open house where Dr. Jackson will be leading that component for us here. All right, and on March 14th, we're going to have a math night. That is also Pi Day. We want to make sure we announce Pi Day because we want to make sure we have some fun and celebration with our emphasis on math, and that's going to be led by Miss Natividad. We have a spring parent open house that's scheduled right now for March 19th. So once again, we do it in the fall, but we also want to do it in the spring where every family member can come by and see what we're doing at Greenbelt Middle School and visit some classes to see how our instruction is taking place. And lastly, we may have a staff or student basketball game and some pep rally fun so we can get kids excited about the testing season. And that's tentatively right now scheduled for March 21st. But once again, any date that we set forth, it can be changing with testing and things going on, so we want to make sure you just keep a lookout on email communication of what we're doing. I hope you're having a good time, but it's also a time to rest because at the end of this month, it will be our spring break that will put the gear shift from 3rd to 4th quarter, and you won't believe this year is almost over. Time is flying by, so make sure you do what you need to do to stay on top of what we're doing at GMS because you do not want to miss out. I'm Principal Clement, and I appreciate you being with me on these updates.